and good evening and good afternoon again, depending on where you are joining from. Today, our topic is about self-suggestion, which is the antidote to failure. So we will explore how our words and thoughts could feed our mind directly to shape the success or failure in our life, in our endeavors. So this concept is um, at the heart of the Napoleon Hill's classic Think and Grow Rich that we've been studying for a few weeks now. So yeah, I am pleased to welcome you, Jerome, in this episode today, where we will discuss self-suggestion, how it works, and at a conscious level, why is it critical for overcoming setbacks and probably practical ways to use it daily to reprogram, to rewire our mind for achieving greater success. So up to you.
Thank you
Over
so much,
to
dear Dr. Meda. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It is such a pleasure for me to be here. I'm very excited to be with you, and together we're going to explore and tap into the powerful potential of Napoleon Hill insights, but beyond all those giants who contribute to the personal development industry, so that we become aware um, of our powerful potential. I do believe that we're being given a tremendous potential, and we're not really harnessing such a potential. And we got to do that. We better harness the potential to, release all the power that we've been given. And to begin, I've come to realize that success is the greatest quest in the world, right? It's the greatest, not only adventure, but the greatest quest that anyone in the world will be looking for. Right now, you join this session, this webinar, because you want something new. You want to experience a different reality, right? Something that is truly resonant with you. I mean, with your inner self, right? Your best version. That's why we're all here, right? We're here uh, to showcase, okay, the best version of us, our future self. And for that to happen, we can never stress on the importance of shifting our identity. Uh, because everything stems from who we are. And even the Bible or in the Holy Scriptures, right? You're gonna realize that God Himself identify Himself through I am. I am. So I am is such a powerful and magnificent concept. Who we are is truly what matters. And before living your future self, you got define, you got, shift your identity. You got live on a daily basis the I am. That is God actually inside of you, right? And that's where if you are not really, let's say, conscious, okay, about how to apply effectively the material, you can get lost. You can get lost because such a powerful work requires persistence, faith, but beyond all, patience. You got dedicate, yourself to a daily study, but you got to be really patient because you built over the years such a vision which is in a contradiction of your future self, okay, your best version, the I am that you've been given from God. Okay, right away, God is living within you. Okay, and any answers uh you are you are looking for, it is inside of you, and that means that you need to quiet your mind. Okay, to be still. Being still means that, like Dr. Meda said, right? There is a voice inside of you, okay, which is always guiding you, communicates, communicating with you, giving you information, right? And operating within you. And if you are not really, if you do not become, okay, the master of your thinking, and what I'm saying is truly deep, okay? If you do not become the master of your whole thinking, my goodness, you're gonna make choices that you might probably regret. Okay, and that happens very often. Okay, and some of us may be related to that, right? So shifting, because we all deserve success. We here to to live, okay? And I'm gonna say we here to really enjoy success. But the environment we came in, okay, the system, the world has its own system, right? The system of the world, the system set up by the world, and the you know uh, the family where we grew up, okay, contributed, okay, to build another personality, another identity who is opposite to our future self, to the true self. Yes, our true self. Okay, that's why we still in constant battle. We just struggling always, every time. And the, the shift of mindset is the real, I mean, is the real, it's such a rare experience. It is such a, it is like a magic. It's like something that anyone must do before enjoying success, a lasting success. Because if you do not do that, you do not shift your paradigm. And I'm not playing with that. I'm truly serious. If we do not do that, which is a great quest, okay, for all time, uh, even though you become successful, it won't last. And you may look around. Look around and see our environment and beyond the world. People may become successful just for a short period of time, okay? And then something, another, somehow there will be drop up, right? And because it is a standard, success is a standard. So if you are not, if what you require, what you desire, if what you are chasing, and we used to say that it is not, success has nothing to do about chasing, okay, or running after. But if you are looking for something, but and you are sweating, you are working hard to get it, but your standards, okay, who you are doesn't match with the features of what you desire, with your wish. Even though you get it, it won't last. It won't last. And sometimes it may cause you tragedy. So success has two sides. It's like a coin, right? Two sides. Two sides. If you are not well equipped, prepared for that to come. If it comes and you are not prepared, it can ruin you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It can ruin you. And each of us may relate to that. That when we're not fully prepared, okay, we do not get ready for something. When the thing happen, sometimes it's cause our ruin, right? It's cause our ruin, and you may be wondering what happened. This is I was always looking for this, but it happened. The way it's happened, I can't understand. It just means that you are forcing the law, right? Which is not in. I mean, you are forcing what you want to happen. Okay, you are forcing, and since you force and it happens, and you're not ready to receive it, it won't last. So before we ask for anything, and we get ready to experience or to manifest, okay, a great goal, whatever it is that your heart desire, but it is really meaningful. The first work to do is to get prepared, to shift your identity, your inner self, so that it matches the features of what it is that you desire. Until you do such work, the universe will bring you back, okay, on the state which aligns with your standard. So this is fundamental. This is the grassroots that you're going to understand. So I want to begin by laying down the foundations that the first job we got to do as human being on this planet. Because if you do not do that, you may be thinking that it is your fate. No, it has nothing to do with your fate. And I do believe that we do not have fate. There is no such thing as a fate. Because everything is shifting. Everything. According to your decisions, your choices on a daily basis, you are constantly creating your own realities. That's it. So the first job to do, and it is a very great job. Deep inside of you, you got start, okay, shifting your identity to match, okay, whatever it is that you want to manifest. Until you perform that job, your dream won't happen. And if it happens by chance, it won't last. It won't last. And in that case, it will be very difficult. Can you imagine that someone tastes success and success disappears? Okay, overnight? The person will suffer more. So, so this is the priority number one. And when you, and it is a constant, okay? It is a permanent work because personal development has no finishing line. If you if you if you run, you want to jump, okay? If you sell, you want to sell more. So whoever you are, you just want more because our DNA is perfect, Okay, and it's always want to express. Okay, so wanting more, it stems from the perfection within us, the perfection, okay, related to our DNA. So um uh, don't be drained, or uh, don't be let's say worried if you just want more, but do the inner work. Okay, do the personal work, because life is personal, of course. uh it is life is Success is personal. We may success together in the community, but realities are personal. So, social work is really permanent work. Okay, it is permanent work, and discipline goes with that. You know, we always show up every Saturday uh, on this occasion to share and study the material, and it's becoming a part of our behavior, our habits, our identity. Like right now, my mind knows that Saturday at this time I should be here, and it recognizes such messages. And it is same thing with Dr. Meda, right? So, and that's why we start, let's say, developing new habits. No matter who you are, if you wanna, if we wanna grow, we wanna change. There is no question about it. We wanna grow, okay? We wanna change. We have to change if we wanna grow. And this, somebody said something the other day, and he said, if you're not applying, if you're not applying what you're teaching, or if you're not applying what you're learning, it is just entitlement, right? So I'm gonna encourage everyone here to put into action everything we are saying, we are studying here, and then you will get results, okay? And your result will skyrocket. It is always at our reach, okay? Always. Then we want to talk about awareness. And before that, uh, you know what? Sometimes we want something, okay? And due to our inner conversation. So you right now you may want something. Actually, you may want something, okay? And you may be doing the work, but your inner conversations may be in contradiction, in opposite direction. That's something, because we want to dissect what auto suggestion is, self suggestion is. It is given to your mind instruction. We said that previously. Affirming, okay? But it is not sufficient. Why? Because you may be affirming something, you may be dictating positive sentences, okay? You may be saying something, but deep down, okay, inside of you, your inner conversation may be opposite, right? You may be, okay, I'm heavy. But deep down inside of you, you may be doubting, hesitating. Am I, am I sure that, am I really sure that um, I'm heavy? Or you may be affirming, I'm worthy, I'm worthy. And deep down inside of you, you may still be doubting and wondering. The moment you start doubting and wondering, it's like your efforts have been erased. Yes. That's why self-discipline and commitment is really fundamental. I mean, it is really important, crucial to this matter. If you're not committed and very disciplined, but if you're not passionate about it, if you're not really persistent, if you do not reach committed but irrevocable decision, then your effort will be useless. Why? Because it will require you to destroy, okay, or to reestablish a new identity. Okay, you've been accustomed with an old version of you, which have been built over the years, maybe 20 years, 30 years, okay, uh, for some 40 years, right? And you cannot start waiting for results over the night. Like you start doing it, and the first month you want to get results, or the I mean the third month, etc. Even in 1 year, right? It's not sufficient for some of us. Okay, it's may result may get manifesting sooner or faster for some, and will be delayed for others. It depends on our alignment and how we work on our self. So you gotta have a self concept. Okay, what is your concept about yourself? What is your concept? What is your awareness? Okay, uh, saying to you, or let's say, what kind of messages, okay, you are getting or are conveying for you through your awareness. So we want to start, okay, let's say reestablishing the truth and work on the roots. And once we do that, then we start happening. You know, I used to chase success, but over my experience and from my own manifestation journey, I noticed that it will be tough. It is always tough to chase success. I mean, chasing success mean running after success. So, like you do everything to provoke success. I mean, you do everything at your disposal, right? But true success and true pro, okay, pro manifestos, those who really make it happen, they do not chase it. You may be, you may come across with a person and your energy will resonate. I mean, something with uh, something will speak, okay, to you. Okay, it's a voice or your energy. It's like attraction, right? It's like attraction. And once you feel it, success is about feeling. You feel it, you just feel it. And once you feel it, and somehow if something really resonates with you, you will know it. You will truly know it. You know this program, this webinar is resonating with you. And nobody has to, to force you to join us because it is something that resonates with you. So it is same thing with success. Success should resonate with you. We do not force success. Uh, Self-suggestion, it is all about awareness. Firstly, about awareness. Okay, and how do we become aware? I wanna suggest you, if right now you are involved in a part of some platforms or I mean environments, a negative environment, I want to invite you to take control of your thinking system. The biggest task of war is how to take control over your thinking. You know, we think that to think is just okay, it's just a mind activity. Yes, I agree with you that thinking is a mind activity. But can you imagine that we can think through listening to people? We can think through reading newspapers. We can think just through watching TV. We can think through, I mean, I don't know, through reading messages on social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, etc., etc. So that's the mechanism, that's the world system, okay, through which a number of people are programming. Actually, the way we live in, we are programmed to live the way we live in, the way we dress, okay, what we eat. Who taught us that we should eat such a thing, right? The car you drive, how you drive your car, right? The houses, your environment, neighborhood, etc., etc. That's how we've been programmed to live. And until you get rid, I'm not saying that everything is negative. No, okay? But until you get rid of the negative environment, please, nothing good will happen. Nothing. So you should become aware of it. Being aware of, okay, the fact that your whole potential, okay, is in your hands and it's up to you to use it for your good. And before it happens, you need to be sure to get surrounded with the right environment, right people. Like there are some people who release good energy, just positive. I mean, have you ever met or realized that you get in touch with someone, but you start experiencing prosperity, your activities, everything turning around for you? Have you ever experienced that? Yes, that's means that such persons or such people are in a certain, dimension, in certain vibration, in certain frequency that it's just enough for you to get in touch with them. I read something the other day, and uh, the author said it is in this book, okay, from Brian Proto. My father knew the secret, okay, growing up with Bob Proto, and I think it was Mr. Jim Rohn who said it. He said, I forgot, but I will rephrase it. He said, you become okay. You become, I mean, you are an average of the five people you get surrounded with. Yes. So if you are in a negative environment, don't complain about getting negative results. Results always are telling the truth, and results are the reflection of our awareness. Results always are reflecting awareness, the state of our awareness. They are reflecting our past thoughts. They are reflecting our thinking. Consider yourself like, uh, I mean, a tool, right? A tool. You can consider yourself as a TV tool. okay, which release, okay, pictures, right? So if you get on a frequency of disease, don't be don't be really surprised to be sick, right? If you get on the frequency of health, abundance, love, prosperity, joy, freedom, you won't be surprised that you manifest everything, those feelings, I mean, those realities. And you may notice that things, things seem to work out for some people. You may realize that there are some people, a, a small group of people that things seem to work out always perfectly. They're happy, they're joyous, I mean, they're just happy, they have everything. And life is, it's like life is, shall I say, good for them, right? Life treat them very well. Go to learn about who they are, how they operate, and basically the thinking system. So I think all the secrets lies in our thinking system, and to really make it happen, we're gonna shift our awareness. We're gonna become aware. Bob Proto said he's gone now. God bless him. He said that he is very he's very, I mean, he's just surprised, okay, that when we were child, okay, or when we were child, yes, when we were child, we fear we fear light. Okay, no, we fear darkness. Okay, when we were child, we fear darkness. But when we grow up and we become adults, we fear light. Can you imagine that? As an adult, we fear light. So results is always in direction. It is always, I mean, reflecting our thought, our thinking. And we got to think seriously. Like if I want something, I want to think seriously. I want to get rid of all distraction. Right now, there is, I mean, a lot of distraction in the world going on. A lot of distraction going on. And if you are not serious about yourself, if you are not really committed, you just, you know, life, you will just reciprocating. You will just reciprocate. I mean, you'll be reciprocating. Nothing magnificent will happen for you. And we just live in the same life. It's like a loop. So the world is programmed. If you want to break through, you got to become a master thinker. Really. And to do that, you got to get serious about who you are. You got to first study yourself, raise your awareness, get surrounded with people who are making it happen out of the blue, out of nowhere. This program, we are manifesting out of nowhere. Yes, we document everyone. We creator. We creating our life. And you may see people, they're just complaining about it. Just say, I'm not creating. We created in God's image, so we can create, right? So until we become aware of who we are and we're serious about success, because success is the greatest quest of life. Over your lifetime, you'll always be looking for success. Real success. I'm talking about, lasting success, okay? True success. Success which really inspire people to get to know who you are. That's what we want to do here. We want to make it happen. And we want to do it just from our thinking. And when we think accordingly, we take the right action, inspired action, then we manifest it. We manifest like that. And this potential, this power is within everyone. It is at your reach that if you become aware, you can tap into such a great power, and which will really serve you. So to wrap up, I'm gonna say before affirming, okay, before suggesting, you, you know what? Every time we are praying, we are really praying. We pray a lot, me including, right? But sometimes I started questioning myself. Why is God not hearing me? Actually, God is hearing everyone. Hears everyone. He's always hearing us. But why is it that our prayers are not granted as we wish? Because deep inside of us, the inner conversations that we are nourishing, that we are, let's say, that we are cultivating, okay, that we really embody, okay, those inner conversations are in direct opposite of what we want. So prayer goes beyond just speaking. It goes beyond that. Prayer is about awareness, who we are. It depends on the value you let's say um, you attribute to your words. If you say I am happy, okay, are you really conscious? Are you really aware about being happy means? If you are, you will start being happy. I was thinking about someone reached out to me and he truly want to manifest a goal. But he was complaining. It's, he said a financial goal, and he was complaining. And then I redirect his thinking. I said, okay, you want to manifest money, but do you have eyes? Is your eyes seeing perfectly? Do you have a good sight? He said, yes. Perfect. Do you have water? Yes, perfect. Do you have electricity? Yes, perfect. Do you have a beautiful heart? I mean, is your heart working? He said, perfect, everything. Can you imagine that? Can you buy an eye? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, even water. Okay, we can consider that we are okay, somehow we are paying for water, etc. But can we truly buy water? Do you know where does water come from? Do you know where does the sun come from? The air we're breathing. Can you imagine the value of air we're breathing? Your beautiful heart, which is always functioning, okay? Which is always spreading blood in your body so that you get healthy. Can you buy it? If so, how much? So we've been given all those priceless gifts, okay, organs, okay, uh, elements of the universe. But we forget about all those priceless, precious gifts of life. And we turn off our attention, okay, off those gifts, and then we are focusing on money. Money is important, okay? I'm not denying the importance of money. Money is crucial, important. But then there is a certain alignment. There is a certain, you know what? There is a certain, you got heal your relationship towards money. You got to heal your relationship with money, right? And also attracting money is about your awareness. Attracting clients is about your awareness. Magnetizing opportunities, it is about awareness. When you are aware that you already have, you've been already given what is priceless, what is more important than money, like your eyes, your organs, okay, water, electricity, okay, the sunlight, okay. When you are aware of those elements, the air you are breathing, all of those things have been given to you freely, free for charge, okay. When you become aware that you already have what is beyond money, your, I mean your whole reality starts shifting. It's like you are broadening your awareness. That's how we become aware. Because you have, I mean, the greatest things of life. Then you may have the little. Can you imagine how we can shift our thinking? So that's how we operate. We shifted and we manifest gratitude. Okay, we express our gratitude. Life is such a gift. It's such a gift that nothing can get you complain about life. No matter what happens. I know that there may be difficult situations, tough times. Okay. But if we experience, if we practice gratitude and we become aware of who we are, okay, and then we adopt, okay, the new thinking pattern, which is self-suggestion, auto-suggestion, and we truly believe, we fuse with what we say, we'll be shifting our life, right? So these are the prerequisites, okay, before we dive into the scriptures, the reading, okay. So first, we need to shift our identity, who we are, okay. God is living within us, okay. Who we are, God is defined by I am. Then we got to do the work to become aware, really aware. We got to give power to our word. Do not speak just because you want to speak. Speak because you believe that if you open your mouth, something magnificent will happen. Yes, you affirm it because when God speaks, it happens. All right? When He speaks, it happens. I never read in scripture that God speaks and the things doesn't happen. Never ever. And if we are created in God's image, that means that if we speak and we become aware of our thought and not for our words, okay, then the thing we speak to, I mean, the word we release, we manifest. And to do such a powerful work, you're gonna train yourself to use imagination, your imagination. Okay? And imagination is among of the most powerful higher faculty we've been given by God. It's distinguished us from the animal kingdoms. Okay? Animal doesn't have imagination, right? But we have imagination. If you are sick, you can imagine yourself living in a healthy body. If you are, if you are, I don't know, if you really you are lacking opportunity, you can imagine yourself, okay, living or attracting opportunity. Okay, if you are in financial trouble, okay, crisis or difficulty, you can imagine yourself living in abundance. It won't happen overnight. I'm not guarantee you, okay? But if you become consistent and you do it on a daily basis, right? Through meditation, I'm gonna guarantee you that whatever it is that you are looking for will manifest. Somehow, the heart doesn't belong to us. It's belong to God, the universe, who will reorganize the whole system, the events, the circumstances, the people, the opportunities to give you whatever it is that your heart desires. So let us be clear about the foundations, okay, before really diving into the self-suggestion, which is the antidote to failure. And why do we fail? Because I fail a lot. Believe me, I fail a lot. And sometimes I win. I won a lot as well. So it's like in a direct, okay, proportion. But why do we fail? You know, I found the answer to such a question in this book. This book is a classic. I'm gonna order, your copy, okay? Order a copy for your library because it is a classic. The Power of Awareness from Neville Goddard. Chapter 24, Failure, right? He said that. Let me read a little bit, please, because it is important. This book will not be complete without some discussion of failure in the attempt use of the law of assumption. The law of assumption consisting of saying that yes, whatever it is I wish for, it is already manifested. Okay, it's like you live in the end results. Okay, you live from the end. You live from the end, like you behave, you conduct yourself as if it is already happened. Okay, he said it is entirely possible that you either have had or we have a number of failures in this respect, many of them in really important matters. Yes, sometimes we feel and with this we are disheartened. I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you fail and you said, oh my God. Yes, that's what he's talking about. If having read this book, having a thorough knowledge of the application and working of the law of assumption, you faithfully apply it in an effort to attain some intense desire and fail, what, what is the reason? If to question, if to the question, did you persist enough? Okay, did you persist enough? You can answer yes. So if to the question, did you persist enough, you can answer yes, and still the attainment of your desire was not realized. What is the reason for failure? So if you are applying this principle, this material, you are putting it on a daily basis. Okay, whatever we're teaching, you are putting into action and you are persistent. Okay, you stay course. Okay, you never get off track. You are doing everything, but you still failing. Listen to the answer. The answer to this, the answer to this is the most important factor in the successful use of the law of assumption. Remember that I told you that the law is of assumption stated that you assume that you already have whatever it is that you desire. Okay, that's it. So the answer to this is the most important factor in the successful use of the law of assumption. Listen, the time it takes your assumption to become fat, okay, your desire to be fulfilled is directly proportionate to the naturalness, okay, of your feeling of already being what you want to be, of already having what you desire. My goodness, it is so true and so misunderstood. I'm gonna read it again. The time it takes your assumption to become fat, your desire to be fulfilled, so to manifest, okay, is directly proportionate to the naturalness of your feeling. Naturalness. It should be natural. Naturalness of your feeling of already being what you want to be, of already having what you desire. This is the secret. So for so long, I was doing the work, but I want to manifest certain great goals, but they are not manifesting. Then in my quest, I start buying books, okay, bestsellers. Why? How is it that I'm not manifesting so quick? Okay, actually, I should not say this affirmation. Okay, so I deleted it, but I was questioning. Okay, I was wondering, and then came in the answer in this book. The time it takes your assumption to become fat, your desire to be fulfilled is directly proportionate to the naturalness of your feeling of already being what you want to be, of already having what you desire. So you should live, you should behave, you should act as if whatever you want to manifest is already manifested. Don't wait for things to happen. Most of all, we are waiting for things to happen. You are waiting for the job to happen before being happy. You are waiting for your life partner, your dream partner. You are waiting for your dream car. You are waiting for your dream house. You are waiting for your dream, I don't know, whatever it is that you truly desire. You are waiting for that before living. If that it is your case, you won't manifest it. No matter the amount of effort you will put in, it won't manifest. It will never manifest because you are demonstrating that you do not have faith. The only thing which causes things to manifest is faith. And even though in this, I'm gonna go further because it is very interesting. The fact that it does not feel natural to you to be what you imagine yourself to be is the secret of your failure. The fact that it doesn't feel natural to you to be what you imagine yourself to be is the secret of your failure. For instance, if you want a car, okay, but you always overthinking, you are overthinking about how to get a car. You are applying the principle, right? You are reading books, you are studying, okay, you turn off the negative platform environment, everything, you cut off negative contacts, okay, but it doesn't feel natural for you to drive the car or to live in your dream home until, okay, it feels natural for you. You won't manifest. This is so, my goodness, I truly resonate with you, right? The fact that it does not feel natural to you to be what you imagine yourself to be is the secret of your failure. Regardless of your desire, regardless of your faithfully and intelligently you follow the law. If you do not feel natural about what you want to be you will not be it. That's what the power of awareness is. That's what it's uh, um uh that's what it looks like. That's how it operates, right? I think when we finish Think and Grow Rich, we're gonna study this book. Yes, we're gonna study the power of awareness. I think it is urgent to study this book in tiny details to accelerate our manifestation. So I'm gonna, having said that, I'm gonna share with you my screen so that we'll read a little bit, okay, what Mr. Napoleon here said about the self-suggestion. Notice that we started studying this concept okay? A while, I mean, since the last Saturday. So just we wanna just let's say go further, okay, to explain certain thing. So I hope you are seeing my screen, right? Uh, okay, just give me 1 second, okay? Thank you very much. Where we are up. No, 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 no. All right, amazing, amazing. Okay, yes. Other suggestion, the medium, etc. Right? Okay. Okay. Other suggestion, the medium for influencing the subconscious mind. So our subconscious mind it doesn't have the ability to reject. No, it just accept, right? Only our conscious mind, only our conscious mind reject or accept. But the, I mean, uh, the beautiful thing about our subconscious mind, okay, there is there is the conscious mind and okay subconscious mind, okay, two parts. So I'm talking about the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind uh, has no ability to reject. No, it just accept. It just accept. So if you let your mind widely open to the world, it will accept everything. Everything. Okay. It will just accept everything. It doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't care. It just accept. But if you take care of it, that's why it is important to dictate to our because our subconscious mind is where okay chemistry happens. This is where miracle happens. So we want to dictate to our subconscious mind what we want. Since it doesn't reject, it just accept, it will accept. Okay, garbage in, garbage out. So I don't think that we read this before, eh? Dr. Meda, please. Am I right or wrong? Yes, I think. Yes. Okay, perfect. I think.
No, no, that was not exactly what we read. I think it's
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the
Thank you very much. Auto suggestion just for 15 minutes. Auto suggestion is a term which applies to all suggestion and all self-administered stimuli which reach one's mind through the five senses. Stated in another way, auto suggestion is self-suggestion. It is the agency of communicating between that part of the mind where conscious thought takes place and that which serves as the seat of action for the subconscious mind. Through the dominating thoughts which one permits to remain in the conscious mind, whether these thoughts be negative or positive, is immaterial. The principle of autosuggestion voluntarily wishes the subconscious mind and influences with this thought. No thought, whether it be negative or positive, can enter the subconscious mind without the aid or the principle of autosuggestion. So even though people are affirming, okay, if certain things, okay, and you are just listening to them, yes, you are programming it, and it's like you are doing auto suggestion, okay. Yes, stated differently. Okay, auto suggestion with the exception of thoughts picked up from the ether. Stated differently, all sense impressions which are perceived through the five senses are stopped by the conscious thinking mind and may be either passed on to the subconscious mind or rejected at will. The conscious faculty serves, therefore, as an outer guard to the approach of subconscious. Nature has so build man that he has absolute control over the material which reaches his subconscious mind through his five senses. Although this is not meant to be construed as a statement that man always exercises his control. In the great majority of instances, he does not exercise it, which explains why so many people go through life in poverty. So the only reason many people are going through life in poverty is that they are not using accordingly the principle of auto-suggestion. They are not applying. Recall what has been said about the subconscious mind resembling a fertile garden spot in which weeds will grow in abundance. If the seeds of more desirable crops are not sown therein. Other suggestion is the agency of control through which an individual may voluntarily feed his subconscious mind on thoughts of a creative nature, or by neglect permit the of permit thoughts of a destructive nature to find their way into this rich garden of the mind. You were instructed in the last of the 6 steps described in the chapter on desire to read aloud twice daily the reading statement of your desire for money and to see and feel yourself already in possession of the money. By following this instruction, you communicate the object of your desire directly to your conscious mind, okay, in a spirit of absolute faith. So our subconscious mind is a garden where weeds pouring. So if you let, you can water positive good weeds, okay? I mean, you will never water weeds. You will always water crops, right? You always water crops. So crops means the good things, your good thoughts, okay? But weeds means negative thoughts. So just stop watering the weeds, okay? And destroy the weeds by just turning your attention off, okay? And water the crops which will serve you, which is your desire, your dreams, okay? Whatever it is that you truly want to manifest. Through repetition of this procedure, you voluntarily create thought habits which are favorable to your efforts to transmit desire into its monetary equivalent. Go back to these steps described in chapter 2 and read them again very carefully before you proceed further. Then, when you come to it, read very carefully the 4 instructions for the organization of your mastermind group. I love this concept. Right now, we're forming our mastermind group. Mastermind group is where we think differently and we change the pattern of our society. We change realities, right? We compel them to become what it is that we desire, right? So it is a group of force. Yes, it is a group of change. Okay, mastermind group describe the chapter on organized planning. By comparing these 2 sets of instruction with that which has been stated on auto suggestion, you of course will see that the instruction involve the application of the principle of auto suggestion. Remember, therefore, when reading aloud the statement of your desire, through which you are endeavoring to develop a money consciousness, that the mere reading of the words is of no consequence unless you mix with emotion. Can you imagine that? If we are praying, but we do miss with emotion, we are just speaking, it is useless, right? That the mere reading of the words is of no consequence unless you miss it with emotion or feeling with your words. Okay, if you repeat a million times, hey, look at it. If you repeat a million times the famous Emil Quo formula, day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better, without without missing emotion and faith with your words, you will experience no desirable result. I love it. That what I was talking about. So self-suggestion does merely means that you repeat word. No, you just repeat positive word. No, it means that when you repeat that day by day in every way, I'm getting better and better. You can feel it. Eh? You can really feel it. You can feel it and fuse with the emotion that it generates. If you do that, yes, it's manifest. But until you mix it with emotion, with the feeling of already have or being whatever it is that you want to manifest, it is a waste of time. You want to get the desirable results. So let's get real and and not be confused about that because it is very fundamental. Okay, don't say I'm applying self auto suggestion, but it's not working. No, before it works, you're gonna miss it with the emotion, with the feeling of each word you are speaking out. It is very important. Your subconscious mind recognizes and acts upon only thoughts which have been well mixed with emotion or feeling. I love uh, this passage. Really, really, really. It is the core of the message. Believe me, it is the core of the message. It is so powerful. This is a fact of such importance as the warrant repetition in practically every chapter because the lack of understanding of this is the main reason the majority of people who try to apply the principle of auto suggestion get no desirable results. I want to stop here. We want to pause here because the following the rest of the text, okay, just emphasize what have been said. And it is it is so important that we got mixed with emotion, okay? Whatever it is that we are speaking out. If you are talking about health, please feel the emotion, the feeling generated by someone, okay, he is happy. The I'm gonna pause here, okay? And the best way for me to do that, okay, to generate the emotion is that I want to recollect, I want to recall, okay, I want to recall my past memories where I was okay at the best of my health. Okay, so we have pictures, we have maybe videos, etc. So I'm gonna draw the pictures, okay, and put it in front of me and watch it. Watch the picture, see the picture, visualize it. For a certain amount of time, I will start feeling because there is energy and I will start reconnecting to those past memories where I was great, or it may be about an opportunity. So when you recall your positive past memories, it generates such an emotion, such a vibration, such a positive energy, positive feeling that that will get you connected to the event. And if you do it so very often, you will have the ability to, let's say, to reproduce, okay, a similar event in your life. So I think time is up to pause, and it's not about just reading, but it's also about let's say debating. I mean, getting insights from the attendees, okay, and takeaways. I mean, whatever it is that any kind of contribution, so that we get a better understanding of the material. So I'm gonna thank you very much, dear Dr. Meda, for giving me such opportunity. I'm not turning over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Coach
Thank you.
Gerald, for this master class. I, I I learned so much from what you said, from the wisdom you shared, from those ideas you shared, and I believe that others as well were in have been enriched by everything you shared today. So, as you said, this is not just about the reading or just about the listening, but it's also about sharing insight, sharing your experiences. So, what does these ideas you shared today mean to you personally? So, then I'm talking to the audience, of course. What does it mean to me, to us? Have we already experienced a moment where changing our self-talk shifted our result in a positive way? Even if we didn't do it intentionally, are there some of those events, be they isolated, that we could be able today, with all the information you shared, to link with the principle of auto suggestion? Or do you have maybe questions or about how to apply this in your daily life, despite all the illustration and examples you give? Because of course the understanding might be different based on own experiences. So I invite you now that we enter the second phase of this conference to share your thoughts, your perspective, your experience, questions, and anything you deemed important to share with us. Uh, uh, to just feel free to do so. So we open the discussion, and just if you are ready, just start and share with us, and you can feel my excitation, but you can feel the energy actually. I don't know if you could feel it, but I can feel it really. So it's so powerful, everything you shared, and I could relate to that personally. So who would like to? Yeah, Edward, you are very welcome. Please.
Yes, thank you, Jay.
Um, we can't hear you very well.
Sorry. Yeah, it was a call. I received the call, so I muted my microphone.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Okay, thank you, dear Dr. Meda. Thank you, dear Coach Sharam. I've listened to you very carefully, and I want to say again thank you for this brilliant presentation about auto suggestion. Somewhere when you were speaking, you said that it just let's say it doesn't matter the fact that every morning uh, we open our phone and then we just repeat after, let's say, again and again what we want to have, what we want to reserve, but we have to feel it inside. But sometimes when I was practicing this, I put this in my habits, let's say in my daily uh, let's say in my daily habits. Sometimes when I was just thinking about what I want to receive from the universe, what I want to get. Uh, let's say some voice come inside me and say, "Yeah, are you sure that what you were asking about, what you're looking for, are you sure that you will receive it?" And then it was some doubts come from my inside me, and I realized that at the end I didn't get what this one. So I wonder how to do it, how to, how to prepare my mind to be faced for those kinds of feeling that which come from inside me. Thank you so much. I don't know if you understand my question. Yeah. Okay,
Great,
thank you.
great question. Great question. Okay, Coach Jerome, how do you want to go about it? Would you like to answer
Yes, yes.
or you want? Okay, great.
Thank you. And thank you so much, dear Dr. Medal, for your noteworthy contribution. And I'll be giving, you know, I'll be giving my contribution, but you will follow up, okay, for sure, as usual, right? So I'm gonna thank Edward for asking such a powerful and profound question. Okay, actually, it is uh the greatest question I've ever heard. Yes, because uh, I mean, anyone can resonate with that, what he was saying, right? That uh, when you want to achieve something, no matter who you are, that way will come in, okay? And yes, and even sometimes fear, okay? But I want to say something. It always depends on your concept of who you are, your self-concept of who you are, um which which I mean leads to your identity, right? Identity. So it is always about your identity, who you are, like what it's like what you form great, okay, or let's say unbelievable goal. If Dr. Meda is exposed to the same goal, maybe it will be a little thing for him, you know? So it's always about who you are, how you define yourself. Self self-consciousness. I mean, your identity, it is it is like it is uh, it, it is the magnetic power, okay, which will draw to you everything. But I wanna reply to the question in two parts. The first part is about your identity. So if doubt that comes in, don't be I mean, don't be surprised. It is normal, right? It is a normal reaction. But now you got win this battle. It is a battle, terror. I mean, terror barrier. Why is it that you are feeling, you are doubting? Okay, why is it that the voice inside of you actually it's not a voice? Okay, it is your old paradigm. It is your old paradigm which is talking to you. It is not a voice. Okay, the voice, the true voice, which is God within you, will always tell you that you are capable of achieving anything. Always, because God is limitless. Okay, so the voice, okay, I mean, the noise which seems to be the voice for you, okay, speaking to you deep down, is not actually a voice, it is your old paradigm. What is your old paradigm? Your old paradigm is that, okay, you are, because you've been told, okay, that you are capable of nothing. You will not go further, okay? You won't be rich. You won't, even me, I will be told such things. Sometimes by your close, I mean, I don't know, your close friends, okay, your family, maybe they do that, they say that unconsciously. But every word, okay, spoken out is affecting us, whether positive or negative. Every word that someone speaks, okay, to you is affecting you. You got to be aware of it. So if I say you are very good, Edouard. If I say that, it's going to affect you sooner or later. Okay, so we've been accumulating negative words. Okay, like, and it's happened most of the time. It's happened during our childhood when our parents are educating us, environment. For some reason, our teachers in schools, everywhere, university, everywhere. Okay, by just playing with that, they will just putting out a lot of negative words. So your subconscious mind, which never reject but accept, were was accepting all of those words, negative words. Okay, so it was just accepting over the years. And then, if your subconscious mind accepts something, it will manifest. Always, if it accepts the things, I mean the words, whether it's positive or negative, it's your subconscious mind accepted, it will manifest. Okay, so since your subconscious mind was just accepting, accumulating, okay, all those negativity over the years, it manifested, and the result is that you became another person different from who you've called to be according to God's will. So you become a different person. You become a fearful person. Okay, you become you do not believe enough. Okay, you are not accomplishing great things. That's your old version. That's your old paradigm. Now you are shifting your paradigm. That's where, and I want everyone to get it, because it is so powerful. When you started shifting your paradigm, okay, don't wait to get results overnight. No, it won't happen. Okay, because it's like you want to destroy something that has been built 20 years, for 20 years. Can you build something that have been, established for 20 years just in 1 week, 1 month? No, or even 3 months. It's not possible. So you are shifting your whole being. I mean, you are shifting your identity, your whole personality, your standards. So when you started at the beginning, it is very difficult. That's why you need mentorship. That's why you need to be in a community like that, in this mastermind group. That's why you need it, because you cannot do it by your own. You will never do that, because you can never overperform your self-image, right? So you need to be in this community, in this mastermind group. You need to attend on a regular basis such webinars, okay? And when you start doing the work, little by little, okay, step by step, you're gonna establish, okay, you're gonna restore the truth. You're gonna establish a new paradigm, a new identity, okay, your new version, your true version, the version, okay, who you are according to God's will. You will, when you started establishing such a true version, okay, which match God will. When you establish such a version, and it is a great lot. Sorry, it is a great work. It is not easy, eh? It is not easy. Sometimes, if you are not in good hands, you will quit. You're gonna quit because we say, "Oh, this way is so tough. I will never achieve it." No, right? But if you stay persistent, okay, and you stay course, you do the work on a regular basis with, along with mentorship, like Dr. Meda, etc. My goodness, you're gonna start manifesting results. Until you do that, you will never manifest real results, particularly lasting results. You may have little success, then it will pull you down, okay? Right after you have a little success, then it will pull you down, it will pull you down because you do not do, okay, the inner work which sustains success. Success, you can take ownership over your destiny. You can take ownership over your destiny. Really. Right now, where you are, you have all power over your destiny. You are the master of your destiny. I truly believe that. And since the day I started studying this material, I'm really taking whole control over my destiny. I'm just manifesting. And when you take control over your destiny, you have freedom. Can you imagine the benefit of freedom? Can you succeed without freedom? Success without freedom is not success at all. Okay? If you succeed, okay, if your success lasts, it is a real success. So, when talking about success, be careful. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. When you accomplish something meaningful, little, just be proud of yourself. Celebrate it. Celebrate your small progress because success is compounded progress. Okay? And over the time, you upgrade your true version, the real version of you, where you will attract, you will magnetize people, circumstances, opportunity. Right now, you are fighting, you are struggling a lot to get success. But success, I'm not saying that to be successful, you're gonna cross your fence. No, I'm not saying that. You need to work. You need to take inspired action. And when you take inspired action, you will see people, circumstances, everything will manifest easily, sometimes effortlessly. And then you become the master of your destiny. You become the master of it. And we purpose, we dreaming to form such, Dr. Meda, we dreaming to form such a community of people who master the destiny and manifest. Look at how people are struggling. People are even killing themselves to get success. Can you imagine that? They are scamming people, eh? Just to get success, to get money. Can you imagine that people can kill people just to get money? We don't need that. We don't need to do that. We just need to do the inner work to be God within us, to reflect the identity of God within us, and then it will manifest. It will manifest if we take action and if we stay committed, disciplined, and we put into action the principle on a daily basis because the law will never fail you. Never ever. It is unfathomable law. It will never fail you. Since I ever started applying this law, it's never failed. It may take a lot of time, but at the end of the day, it will manifest. So stay course, never give up, work deeply on your self-concept, I mean your identity, to shift your old paradigm to a new one which correspond, which match, okay, the desire you want to manifest. Okay, until you do the inner work, success will be difficultly achieved. So do the inner work, stay consistent, and you got results by skyrocket. Thank you. I'm gonna invite Dr. Meda to add. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much, Jerome, for like this is the perfect answer. The only thing I want to add is I want actually to refer to Bob Porter, who said there are three types of goals. And the first one is what everyone knows, like, yeah, I want to take vacation in 2 weeks. Yeah, this is a level goal. Like, you already know how to achieve it. It's simple, it's easy. The second type of goal, the type of big goal, you don't have it yet, but you know what it takes to get there. Like, you want to be um, at a leadership position in your organization. You know that it requires you maybe to do a PhD, to do this, to do that. Then you know the path. And if you work, then you will get there. But the type of C goal, my God, it's the type of goal you don't even know how to achieve it yet. It's scary. No? So for me, I think when you are programming, you are doing it, and sometimes there is this voice telling you, okay, well, are you sure? Like the voice wants you to start doubting. It for me, it means that you hold something that is meaningful. You hold a meaningful goal because, and you put it very well, saying that it's your old paradigm, and see it like a castle, right? And you want to break it down. There will be resistance. You cannot do it overnight. It's gonna fight, and that is what the paradigm is. Your old paradigm is like a software, your operating software, which has been rooted, deeply rooted over years. So it's difficult to remove it. And another thing is that most people, they decide, they act, and they plan their life based on their current result, which, in my opinion, is not good at all. Because your current result you could not build your future based upon your current result. It means that if you are poor today, so you build your old life, you project your whole life based on what you have in your bank account. It doesn't make sense actually. And that is what we are saying here. That's why we are saying that it starts from inside, it starts from your mind. Because look, there are people, have you ever realized in the past, for sure, for me, this could not happen again anymore. But there were times, maybe I would say 10 or 15 years in the past, have you realized that you feel better when you have tons of money in your pocket? Even if it's not to spend it, you feel safe. But does really, is it really meaningful? Because something could happen and you could even lost all this money, for instance. And what does it change from you who do not carry that amount of money with you and the one who do not have it? And I saw so many people, they are sad, they are hopeless simply because of their current result, which doesn't define them, which doesn't define their true value. And this is something, my friends, we need to change. And it is possible to do it. And that's why when Coach Jerome was speaking, he said so many things. Maybe I will not develop them now to give the chance to others participants to also uh, share their thoughts and ideas before even we, yeah, we get there. So really, that is it. Um. So who is gonna speak now? Adeline, do you
I
say something? Muriel, Dr. Muriel. Yeah,
Yes.
please go ahead.
So thank you so much, Coach and Dr. Meda. I just want to support what Coach Jerome said. He's truly, truly right. How our feeling, our thinking can influence our daily life. And when I rely to Arash, he said one time that success is about 95% of attitude, about discipline, and 5% about knowledge like that. And follow these quotes, we can learn that success is really about attitude, about feeling, about thinking, about confidence of ourselves. So because when you are like confident, you also attract confidence of your surrounded person. And this happen no matter. And medical person did some experience like comparison with two group, children in poor environment and children from wealth environment. And the results were that children from poor environments uh, had like difficulty to speak uh, in in front of many people, express themselves easily, say that they want easily. And the second group from wave environment, children from wave environment can easily said what they want, express themselves easily, and these children attract more confidence, attract um uh, attract more person who can trust in them. And this is a best part to have how um to succeed. To succeed, I can say that in overall. So just to support, to truly support coach about thinking, be like confident, deserve success, can help you to attain your goal and to be fast, to go fastly um, in your target. I can say like that. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Muriel, for your contribution. Yeah. So, and this, what you said is really important. That success is more about your thoughts, your attitude than knowledge. The proof of concept is that there are tons of knowledgeable people, skillful people out there, but most of them are not successful. That is reality. So it's true what you said. And
Yes, you can have a big diploma and without success.
yeah,
But but people with just a baccalaureate who are like more confident, like to thrive with life, I can say like that, become successful.
yeah, it's true. And let me give you the example. The
Yes,
president of Benin, does he have a PhD? Does he have
No,
does he
and
have a
you can
master
see results. Yeah.
degree? Does he even have a bachelor degree? Because people say he doesn't even have a bachelor degree.
And he control all of
He,
us.
he
Yes.
dropped off from university in second year. And he's one, if not the wealthiest person in the country. And now he's president. He's been president for 9 years or 8 years, something like that. So this is the illustration that it has nothing to deal with degree, with nothing at all. But when that guy, he's speaking, could you not, can you see the self-confidence? Can you see the charisma? You can feel it. That is what it's about. And sometimes we have the evidence right there, but it's difficult to see or to believe in it if you still have this filter in your eyes. So this is very well said, Miriam.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Muriel and Dr. Beda. You know, Bob Proto used to say that great knowledge, like great degrees, etc., plus inferior results cause frustration. That's why you can see many, they graduated with prestigious universities, they have a lot of degrees, okay, but they are frustrated. Yes, and they are finding difficult to get an opportunity, etc., etc., because they do not activate, okay, the creative part of them and confidence. Okay, confidence is something that you it is not something that you can acquire it, but you express it, you release it. So that's was a perfect illustration. Thank you. Thank you to both of you.
Okay, so Adeline, would you like to share some ideas, some thoughts? Do you have questions, insights, anything to share about this?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Meda. Thank you, Coach, for this insightful session. It's true that it's the first time I'm attending to your online sessions. But what I can say that I'm feeling it. It's me exactly. You're talking about me. And what I would like to say is just to say thank you for all this information that sometimes we think we really know, but it's when you show it like that way that we really understand. And yes, that is it, and we need to work it out to make it really happen. We need to work it. I'm sorry if you are hearing background noises. It's because I'm working. And I wanted to share my personal experience. That is like, you were like talking about me, but it's sometimes for me, it's like I've got the signs. And I remember when I was in secondary school, this is just an example I'm going to take if you allow me. And then one day when I was in the market, I was like in French system, they call it Premier, yes. So the class before baccalaureate graduation in secondary school. And then one day I was going to national marching on the 11th of February when I saw a nice shoes in the market. And then I asked the price of that shoes. It was really expensive, that shoe was really expensive. I was like, I need to have this shoe because I like it. And it's very comfortable. It will really help me. And I started like, let me think that I have this shoe already. And every day I was like, if I have this shoe, which color will be good for me? What will be the correct size? How would I wear it? With which pant? With which dress would I wear it? Every day I was thinking about that shoe. And let me tell you that maybe 2 or 3 weeks after, my father came back from the market with that shoe. You cannot believe, but it is true. The exact shoe and the exact color. I was like, yes, if I'm to buy it, I will instead prefer this color. And it was the exact color. It's that day that I realized that I didn't did a motivation class or something like that is related to personal motivation and so on. That day, I realized that if you want something, you have to behave like you have it already, just as you said. And from that time, I started understanding. I'm talking about, I was in secondary school. Imagine, like I was 16 or 17 years like that. I was like, what is happening? How can it be possible? But I was like, the nature was telling me something, but I'm not sure I got it very well. And today that I'm realizing that yes, I did not get it well. Why? Am I saying it? Sometimes I may need something, and at times I will just behave as our friend who just said, are you sure you really get it? Look at your means. Look at what you are doing. Do you think that from what you are doing, you can really get it? No, that's not for you. So I am self-putting limitations, and I think we need to think otherwise from now. We need to work it really. It's sometimes it will be difficult. We have difficulties. That's true. You even try to work hard, really hard to get something, but will not get it. But at the end of the day, if you practice gratitude, like okay, I've already got it. I got it already. How would I use it? That's a way of preparing for success, as you were just saying. So, thank you so much for stimulating it again. Because I don't know what to say. I don't really know what to say, but that's my personal experience. And I have got some other experiences like that, but not really like that one, because that one I still remember that one like it was yesterday, because it's something that I was not expecting and I got it like that. Imagine when you are younger, you want something, you define the color, you define everything, and you know that it's expensive, you don't have money, and one day your father just come back with it exactly. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Aden, for sharing your experience. It's so
Wow.
powerful. And that is what we are talking about.
Yes.
You attracted it by putting precision, emotion, you feel it. That is it. And you know, there is a theologist and a neuropsychologist called Dr. Joseph Murphy. He's also well known, and in this book,
Yes.
he puts examples just like what you described, exactly like what you described, and it's incredible. And when you read it, if you don't know people who have experienced it themselves, you will say, is it true? But you are just the proof that it is true, and that what we are saying is not bullshit.
Oh no, at all. It's not bullshit.
Period.
It was like the coach was talking to me directly. So this is an experience I got since maybe 10 to 15 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, and it stayed in my mind. So I was like, this is it not a message? But I was not really knowing how to
And
do. Yeah.
that is where I always say, as parents, as father and mothers, as role models, brothers, sisters, mentors, we need to start working on people we look after. Why? Because if your father or if your mother or if you had a mentor back in that time who knew all those things and guided you to grow it, today you will be very dangerous in the good sense of the word. Like,
I will surely be dangerous. Don't mind. I will be even over dangerous.
Absolutely.
yes, and I like that. That is it. It's there.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah. I'm just speechless.
Yes. And you know what, Dr. Mida, I was blown away by her powerful manifestation um example. You know, I'm gonna tell you, Mrs. Adeline, within you lies a power of manifestation. And if you work on it, you're gonna be a quick manifestor. This is this is something I'm looking for. I'm working on it. Like you want something, you work on it, and then you manifest it out of the blue. It's happened out of the blue. It happened from nowhere, right? So you have a great potential of manifestation that you got developed to manifest great and beautiful, meaningful things in your life. Life is so beautiful. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna enjoy. And you know what? The we live in the universe governed by laws. That's God modus operandi. That's how God works. And with Dr. Meda, we plan another beautiful masterclass in the universe laws. We got understand the universe laws and work in harmony with the laws. Because the law will never fail you. Never ever. If you do whatever it is required and you do it, you release it into the universe, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get it. That's what you just said. You get it because you put in every details, okay? What you want, and you felt it as if it's already happened. If you do that and you stay consistent without giving up, without any doubt, I'm gonna guarantee you that will happen. It will happen. The only limitation, okay, are those we put into our mindset, right? Only limitation. We are infinitely less powerful. We can manifest anything, anything. Because if we activate the universal laws, you plant a seed, okay? It's like a seed. You plant it, you water it, and it will grow. And we have the law of gestation, have the law of rhythm, we have law of etc. etc. We have a number of laws that we got to study and work in harmony with it. So within you lies a great power of potential, of manifestation that you got work on it. If you work on it, my goodness, you're gonna really benefit of it because you're going to manifest great things like that just out of nowhere. You're gonna manifest it. So I'm gonna encourage you. I'm gonna foster you to really work on it, and I hope Dr. Mida will add you to our community because we so that we can share, interact, yes, with one another, and yes, to develop, right? To raise our consciousness. We should raise our consciousness, okay? And personal development has no finishing line. If you set a goal and you achieve it, you're gonna set a bigger goal, okay? And so on and so forth. So thank you for your powerful, manifestation. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So we're gonna move to Vince's line. Vince's line, are you there?
Yes, of course. I'm there.
Great. So take it away.
Okay.
Dr.
I
Medal, for that,
wanna
you are not awake.
I wanna thank Coach Shiram for this beautiful presentation and say thank you for Mr. Meda for her intervention in the debate. I learned a lot of things today in this debate, and I say thank you for everybody. Thank you to Mrs. Adeline and Muriel. but I have two questions for Coach Jerome. How to know our identity? How to develop our auto-suggestion?
Wonderful.
Not just for me, it is also for Dr. Beda. Okay.
So, have you done versus line? Or
Yes,
okay,
I'm done.
okay, good. Coach Jerome,
How do we, please, can you recall me the question? How do we?
he said, how
I
do you know
called
your
how
identity?
how to know our identity and
Identity. Mhm.
how to develop our auto suggestion.
Okay, thank you very much. So, how to know, how to know the type of identity that uh, you are holding, or I don't know, you possess. Okay, just look at your results. Results are always telling the truth. I learned it from Bob Proto. He's gone now, God bless him. Your result will always tell you the truth. Your results is the reflection of your identity. So if you are getting, I don't know, negative results, that means that your identity is not, it is not correct. Okay, it's not, let's say, it is not improved. It, so the only way to know, okay, your identity is your result. Look at your result. Are you getting result that you desire? If the answer is yes, then your identity is improved. Okay, your version of identity is perfect. You may improve it. Okay, you may get it improved. But if your results is not good, if your result is not those you are wanting, then you got to shift your identity. Okay. So how do we, the second question is how do we, uh, I forgot, sorry.
Develop
How do we develop, yeah,
develop our
our
Okay,
Yeah,
our auto suggestion, right? Okay, auto suggestion. Overall, this way of living is a philosophy that you're gonna adopt. Okay, so if the material resonates deeply with you, you're gonna adopt it and apply it. Okay, to your life. So auto suggestion is just one point, one aspect of the whole material, right? So how do you develop auto suggestion? We be careful. We will never disconnect auto suggestion to identity, to awareness, okay, to your belief system, okay, etc., etc., to your paradigm, your self-image, okay. There is a big concept we call self-image, and you need to learn about it and shift it. So, how do you develop your auto suggestion? The first, and I stated previously, the first thing to do is to cut off, okay, all the negative source of information. That's the number one. Like if me, I'm in a part of a WhatsApp group where people are just, sending messages like, okay, there is a car accident. Did you hear that there is a car accident over there? If you will never see me in those groups, never ever, right? Or like you get on a TV frequency and it show you that okay, there was an accident, and you see people where the blood is flowing. That you will never miss it. That so that's the precaution. So you got be responsible. It is your life. You got take ownership over your life. Okay, so cut off every source of negativity. That's the number one. Otherwise, Your mind is widely open. Your subconscious mind is widely open. Without your control, is widely open. So it can accept anything. And whatever the subconscious mind accept, it will manifest. There is no doubt about it. It is a principle, it is a law. Okay? So the number one is that you start affirming, okay? You start dictating positive sentences. Like if you want better health, I can say, I'm so happy and grateful that I am healthy. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm healthy. Or I'm living a perfect body. I'm living a perfect body. I'm living a perfect body. I'm living a thin body. You know, there are some people who are just they are fat. Okay, so you got so it is just like that. Okay, you are firm whatever you want. If you want job, I'm so happy and grateful that I have my dream job. I'm so happy and grateful that I have my dream job. If you repeat it over and over and over, and you feel it, you you feel the feeling, you associate with the emotion, okay, as if you already have your job. Or if you are looking for your life partner, okay, your perfect partner, you can affirm it. And see, I'm gonna give you an example. If you are looking for your life partner in your bed, okay, live like there is someone with you in your I don't know, in your home, etc., in your room, okay, or your bedroom. And you do everything as if the person is already there. If you want job, get dressed very well, okay, and go to job, go to your office at your home. Okay, you can create an office at your home and get well dressed as if you are already, okay, you already got your job. Okay, I don't know, anything. Okay, and you affirm it, and you behave. Okay, you act as if it's already happened. If you do that, I'm gonna guarantee you, if you do that on a consistent basis, it will happen. Your auto suggestion will be strengthened when you will desire something and you will manifest it. Once you manifest something and you know that it is according to your subconscious, according to the using of the application of auto suggestion, it will get you. I mean, you get energy, right? It will feel like it is working out for me, right? So just do it little by little, step by step, okay? And feel it, because feeling is the secret. And when you will manifest, you may attract, you may start with the small things, like attract a coffee, okay? Or a call, okay? Me, I started like that, okay? I manifest a coffee with a friend. And when it's happened, I knew that it is because of the application of the auto suggestion. Then it gave me hope. It gave me faith. And yes, over the years, over the time, I am increasing. So just and do it, please. Don't be overthinking. Okay, don't stress yourself. Just do it. Okay, just do it naturally. You affirm it. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, you affirm, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm etc., etc., whatever, according to your, depending on your desire, your goals. And then feel it. And last but not least, I wanna recommend you to do meditation. You gotta meditate. Like you gotta take 5 to 10 minutes minimum. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, and quiet your mind and ask for guidance. Ask for guidance. There is God within you. Ask for guidance and stay silent. Okay, quiet for 5 to 10 minutes every morning. Something magical will happen. Okay, that's how we develop it. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Jerome. Thank
Yes,
you so much.
thank you so much, Jerome, for uh, these actionable strategies and tips you provided. Uh, if I could add something regarding your first question about identity, I will touch one aspect which is related to how to really thrive abroad, because I know that some of the people joining here are either already abroad or they want to, you know, explore further opportunities abroad. And being aware of your identity is something that helps a lot. It helps you move and succeed, be the top in those very competitive environments where people always put in our mind as Africans that we could not be better. It's important to know who you are, your identity. And for that, I always recommend people to, to read about the history of Africans. I'm not saying it for any, I'm saying it without any pretension. We supported this world. We gave everything to this world. You need to read our story to understand what we did, what our ancestors did. We invented everything, even things people use today, and you believe that the owners, the inventors behind are maybe other people. It's important to read the true story and know what great things we've been able to achieve. And when you read that, this gives you a power to not be afraid to define your identity, to know that you are the best because you inherited something powerful. You have it within you. And when you are aware of that, then you could dream bigger and build up a strong self-confidence. That, in my opinion, is also key to any success. Now, regarding strengthening your auto-suggestion power, Coach Jerome said it all. It's about the mindset. You need to change your mindset. And for that, you've got to start by carefully choosing your surrounding. I'm not saying that you should cut off everyone from your life. No, that is not what I'm saying. What we are saying here is that you need to be very intentional about who you allow to influence you. Because you might have relatives who are always negative, but the question is, who wants to surround someone who is negative? No one. At least me, I don't want. And as Jerome said, I never want to even be aware of what is negative happening in the country or going on in the country. I don't. And let me tell you something. If someone, be it a friend or anything, send me repetitively negative things like this accident happened here, and unsolicited messages, because there are those people who, when they come across something negative, their first reflex is to share it with two. If you do it 2 times, I simply put you in the blacklist. I don't even tell you anything. You will realize one day, there are a ton of people who tell me, I realize that I cannot message you anymore. And even if you change the number and reach out to me, I will block you again. I do that frequently, and a lot of people know me for that. because I want to preserve my mind. It's like it's a space where I need to filter what enters. I'm very like there are people, sometimes I will not even answer your call because I know that you, if you call, you are always negative and I don't want this to affect me. So it's really important to decide who is gonna affect or influence your thoughts. It's important. And that is where carefully selecting people you spend most of your time daily with is important. Because you get accustomed to bigger, right? And you could see it. There are people who are very limited because of their reference. What is your reference? What is your baseline? There are people for which, when you talk about 1 million CFR, for them it's like the whole the money in the whole world. Could you imagine? Don't hang out with those folks. Like, I'm not saying it with bad intentions, but you need to preserve yourself because you know where you are heading to. It's really important. But look, if you are surrounded by people who think in terms of hundreds of billions, for you, then millions is nothing. And people talk about corruption. People talk about, sometimes they give marginal money to people to do very bad things. And I said, those people, it's because of their level, right? Because if they were surrounded with really successful people, no one is gonna buy them at that price, so cheap. So it's really important to control your environment, to control who has the right to affect, to influence you. Now, one thing that I do sometimes when it's like it's really urgent and I need to manifest, I'm gonna craft an affirmation. I repeat it, but I record it on my phone. I put it like I duplicate it maybe for it to last, I don't know, 7 hours, 8 hours. And at night, I put my earphones and I like I just play it in loop. I loop it, it plays again and again and again. Like when I started playing it, I will be repeating it until I fall in sleep and I leave it repeating. This is my voice. And I believe that myself, I will call it my inner me knows my voice. And when you are sleeping, your conscious mind is not active because it is the gatekeeper, actually. Then it's for me at least, I realize that it's easier then to suggest directly things to my subconscious mind because the gatekeeper is also sleeping. Then I do it for 1 week and then I just let it go because that is also what it is about. And Jerome, you put it very well, saying that you also need at some point to let it go because letting it go is an action. Actually, it's an action that you trust the process, that you have this faith that it's gonna happen. Because when you know, just put it simply, you are a woman and there is something you think it's right to ask it to your husband. and you ask it to your husband once and he said, okay, I'm going to give it to you. Period. You don't struggle again or asking day after day because you know that he will do it. Then you just let it go. Maybe it will take him some time because he also has to plan it, maybe, but eventually you get it. So when you trust, like you need to mimic the same in your life for things you want to manifest. So I think that the principle of auto suggestion is very broad, and that in the end, those are rules, and you could find also ways to adapt those rules to your own reality. Like what I just said, the recording, this is something that I found out works very well for me as well. So that's what I would say, just to add a little bit to what to your excellent answer. Now, there is also someone who has not spoken so far. Butsompo, did I pronounce it very well? Could you unmute yourself and help us to pronounce your name very well? You told me what it means, and I like it. So I do not want to call you by Oliver because obviously I don't know what Oliver means, but Butsomepo, I know what it means because you told me. So are you still around?
Hi, hello.
Yeah, hello. How do you pronounce your middle name? You are muted. I don't know if you are speaking, but we can't hear you.
It is okay now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is pronounced Buchomikpo. My middle name, Buchomikpo.
Buchomekpo. Okay.
Voilà, Buchomikpo. The translation is think about the future.
Yeah. Think about the future. That's beautiful. Okay.
Uh, thank, thank you very much for this opportunity. It is my first time to assist this conference, but I really appreciate Coach.
You are muted again. I think you have. Yeah. So now you can speak. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I say it is my first time to assist this conference. I really appreciate uh, all you think about. Uh, I would like to assist the next meeting. Next time I subscribe for this. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. We are all ears.
Okay. 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 Thank you. So
Okay.
I say I'm very happy to join this queue to learn English. I live in Togo. I don't speak English very well like you, but it is my goal to speak English to become an English speaker. Now I'm here to learn English with you. This conference is very very important for me. So the conference talk about anything who I need to improve my English and change mindset and to achieve my goals. I want to thankful you and the coach and anybody who assist this conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Uchomeko.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Mida, if you may allow me. Buchomepo, thank you very much for your attendance. We appreciate. Please, would you mind dropping your WhatsApp number in the chat, please? I'll reach out to you, okay?
No problem.
Okay, so drop your WhatsApp number in the chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I will drop you my WhatsApp number.
Okay. Great. Thank you all for the commitment. It's really appreciated. I had a few things to say, but we didn't see the time flying, and now I'm not very sure if
Yes.
if I could still share those thoughts. But there is one thing that I still really want to say,
Okay.
which is you talked about success, and Jim Rohn said something very powerful about success. He said that success is not a one-time event. It's or a big breakthrough, but it's the result of consistent, positive habits and decisions compounded over time. It means that actually success is more about the person you are, you become, the person who is able to attract it towards you. And that's where I totally agree with you when you said that you don't chase success, you attract it by becoming a person of value. Because when you give value, when you contribute, it's automatic. It's actually natural. You don't force it. And that's how you build long-lasting success. Because there is no shortcut. If you want to cheat, it will not last. Never. So, and I think it's still Jim Rohn who said that if you win the lottery, you better become a millionaire. You better become a millionaire. And what it means is that you better become a millionaire in your mind. You better become a millionaire by your attitude, by the way you behave, by the way you dress, by the way you think, by the way, even your handshake should be the handshake of a millionaire. Otherwise, you will lose all the money. And there are statistics proving that over 70% of all who won lottery, they lose everything within 3 to 5 years. Could you imagine? They lose everything within 3 to 5 years. It means that if you don't, you are not very intentional about who you are, your identity, and the person who is gonna attract to him effortlessly the success you deserve, you will struggle. You could cheat a few times, take some shortcuts to get at the top, but you will sooner or later you will lose everything again. And it has happened to several things. And today they will call them has been. Yeah, this man has been very successful. But why is he not successful anymore? You should question that, because there are people who are successful. They have been successful for years, for generations, and they educate their children to be successful as well, so that that success is transmitted, is passed on to the next generation. But if you take shortcuts, it won't last. That's why it's more about the person you are. And that is what we are doing here. We are stimulating everyone to become the best version of yourself, of ourself, the version who attract anything we dream about. That is it. And for me, it's important to mention it before we close the section today, because it's already 11:30.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love it.
And
This is the first time we overpass.
yeah.
Yes, but it was very insightful.
Yeah,
Irving,
it
actually.
was. It was. So quickly, the key points.
But we don't see the time passed.
Yes, that is what is wonderful about it. I myself, I did not see it, but it's only when I wanted to speak that I noticed that it's quite late actually. So yeah, it was very insightful, very motivational, and I learned a lot. Although I'm not new to this concept, like every time for me is a new opportunity to learn from others. And that is what is really beautiful about the community we create here. So a few key points to quickly sum up. Success is a quest that requires shifting one's identity to match the desired future self, as everything stems from I am, who you are, which is a powerful concept linked to self-definition and manifestation. Second, the subconscious mind accepts all inputs without rejection, making it crucial to control thoughts and environment. We could never overemphasize this to avoid negative programming, negative suggestion, and instead nurture positive, creative thoughts through auto-suggestion. Third, manifestation depends on the naturalness and emotional feeling, the emotions and feeling of already having what is desired. That like you already hold it in your hand. Without genuine belief and feeling, all your efforts in self-suggestion will not work out very well. They will not simply work. That's why a lot of people are still struggling while they practice self-suggestion. Fourth, consistency, discipline, and mixing affirmation with genuine emotion, as we heard from Think and Go Rich, are essential for effective auto-suggestion and manifestation of goals. And the last, surrounding oneself with positive influences and becoming aware of one's inherent power and the priceless gift, the health we have, the life we have, the air we breathe, broadens our awareness and support success manifestation. In a few words, I would say being grateful of what you already have, of the life you have, of the air you breathe, of the opportunities you have. You need to be grateful of what you already have to attract more. So that was the summary of for today's conference that I truly believe it added something to you, to your knowledge. Right.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, dear Dr. Meda. I am over the moon. Believe me, I am over the moon. And I wanna extend my heartfelt gratitude to you for the incredible job you are doing, your incredible and unprecedented contribution. Thank you as well for all those who attended this unprecedented conference webinar. Mrs. Adeline, Dr. Muriel, Mrs. Vesseline, Mr. Bosokomo, Mr. Edouard, everyone. We're truly grateful. Please let's gather together next Saturday, okay, at the same time for another amazing mindset conference, okay, entitled Success Webinar. Thank you. God bless you all. I'm very grateful. Be safe and bye for now. Thank you, dear Dr. Meda. Thank you.
So much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye. See you
Bye
next.
bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mrs. Adeline, goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye for now.
See you. And thank you for all.